So yeah, today we're going to be doing questions. I'm gonna be answering questions that I got from the internet just to post. And these questions, it says that it's on life's purpose or thing. So first question here goes, what are you most likely very wrong about? What are you most likely very wrong about? Yo, that's a deep one. Probably my gymming routine, and yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. Second question, what chapters would you separate your autobiography into? So the chapters I would separate my autobiography into would be every single 5 years, because I think after every single 5 years you can kind of see this thing, you can kind of see like a change, and that's what I like to see. So that would be a good to see chapters every single 5 years. Now answer the question. Or what chapters would you separate? The chapters I would separate between the first one and the one after the first one. I'll put it at the end, so it'd be like 4, because I'm 16 now. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, and then I'll put. Yeah, okay. Move on to the next question. What are some things you've had to unlearn? So some of the things I've had to unlearn could have kind of been take as much as you can, because you won't know if there would be any, and that is like a scarcity mindset. It just teaches you that there probably will not be something next time. So what I've learned other than that is that there will always be enough, and that's what I'm kind of trying to learn. Next question. What could you give a 40-minute presentation about without any presentation? My love for football, I could give a 40-minute presentation about it. The thing is, it would go about how I go up to football and then lead on to something else and something else and something else, and then actually just football in general. That's, yeah, wow. Next question. What question would you like to know the most? What question would you most like to know the answer about? I don't want to talk. What question would you like most to know the quick answer to? This is kind of like a question to my future self. Are the people around me supported well, amazingly? And yeah, that's a question that one answer I'd like to know. What's the other one? Question 6. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with that extra time? What would I do with that extra time? With that extra time, I'll just spend time building more, exercising more, getting better, stronger, reading more books, focusing more time on studying what I study in my agency, and making more money. Question 7. Why did you decide to do what you're doing currently in life? And now what I'm currently doing in life is kind of starting a new agency. And so why did I choose that? Because I saw that being 16, going into matric, that I don't see anything afterwards. I don't want to waste going to university and everything. So want to go through that route of starting like a business and making it, and hopefully it works out in like next 3 to 5 months, or even 1 to 5 months. 1 to 5 months. Next question. What's the best and worst piece of advice you've ever gotten? Best piece of advice is I know this is basic, but like it's the best one. You get what you give in, yeah. And what's the other? Yeah, you get what you give in, yes. But you get what you give, yeah. You get what you give. And worst advice is what is the worst advice? Thing is, it's not like the worst advice. It's probably a matter of which one I haven't used the most, and all of them I can take something out of that, but the ones that I couldn't take that much out probably were there. Is what is it? I think I'm gonna make mine up on the spot, but is pain is temporary. Yeah, that one. Pain is temporary. Pain is not temporary. Pain is ongoing, and you have to program your mind that there is going to be pain no matter what, and you have to push through it. And you know, when people say pain is temporary, suffering is both are very equal. But what I think is like bad thing about suffering is that there's regret to it, and that regret adds more. But in general, pain is always there. And I think you have to accept that and then keep on working. Yeah, and I feel that the time those daily conquering of pain, I might say, each day give like that kind of dopamine, and that's what makes you keep on pushing and pushing. And within that pain, you overcome your challenges and limits. Next question. What's the most impactful no you said recently? Impactful no I said recently. Oh, that one. The one to, I think there was at school, there was like inter-house drama, which is basically in each house at school, you have each house has to put on a drama production, and normally last year I was doing it, and this year I was in a good production. I was kind of main character, and they wanted me in, and I said no, and that made me focus on other stuff like football, and it made decent. We went quite decently far, but next year I want to go further. So yeah, next question. This is the last question, by the way. Question 10. What has been the most stressful experience in your life? The time when I signed up for this Educate program, that day, and I was happy. I wanted to go for it. I signed up excited for it. I said even said my mother that I'm excited. I want to learn from this thing. Send a message about it. Got a call back, and she said to me, "How could you be manipulated? How could you be?" But I was like, "Nah, there's something in this, and I can see it." And she was like, "Nah, you've been scamming." She was doing threats. She was deep. She was doing, "How could you do this? How could you? How could you?" That was pain. Cried that night, but I know that it is gonna work. I don't care what people say. It's gonna work. I'm telling you. In 1 to 3 months. In 1 to 3 months, I'm killing you. Those people who would be cheering, but I'll know that that foundations were laid, and that I know if you set your bed, you must lay in it. I'm gonna win. So yeah, that's the end of the questions. Yeah. Just stay notified. Just stay notified.